Okay, so welcome again to another video in our revision series, Introduction to Physics. In this video, we are going to be looking at significant figures. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do first is ask ourselves, what are significant figures? So significant figures are the digits of a measurement. Significant figures are the digits of a measurement which indicates the quantity being measured to a certain degree of certainty, and we usually round up or round down that final figure. Now, a measurement can be an exact value or an approximation. Some example of exact values would be the exact days of the week. We know that there are 7 days in the week, or the amount of money in a bank account at a particular time. We know those values to an exact amount. Some examples of approximation would include the time light travels in 1 year. That's an approximation. Another approximation could be the length of a wire, right? So that's just a side note in terms of an exact value and an approximation. So to write a measured value in a certain number of significant figures, we apply certain rules in order to achieve this. So here are the rules of significance. So the first rule is that all non-zero numbers are significant. For example, in the number 48479, 48,479, we have 5 significant figures because all the digits are non-zero, so they are all significant. So we get 5 significant figures. Similarly, in this number here, 9,174,596, we have 7 significant figures because all these numbers are non-zero digits. And in this one, we have 2 significant figures because we have a 1 and a 2. Both are non-zero, so we have 2 significant figures. Second rule is that zeros that appear to the left of other digits are not significant. So for example, in these numbers here, all these zeros here are not significant. Similarly, all these zeros here are not significant, so we have 3 significant figures. So again, the rule says that zeros that appear to the left of other digits are not significant. Next rule is that zeros that appear between other digits are always significant. So for example, in the number 201, we have 3 significant figures. Even though there's a 0 here, we consider this 0 to be significant because it appears between 2 non-zero digits. Likewise, in this number here, 30,081, we have 5 significant figures because these zeros here are between these 3 non-zero digits. So we have 5 significant figures in our second example. The fourth rule is that trailing zeros in a number containing a decimal point are significant. So when we have a number and we have zeros behind a decimal point, once there's a decimal point in the number, we have to consider those zeros significant. Let's look at some example here. So for example, this number here, 24.0, has 4 significant figures because of this trailing 0 here and the presence of this decimal point. We have to consider this 0 to be significant. So we get 4 significant figures. Similarly, in this example, we have these 2 trailing zeros behind our decimal point. So these 2 zeros will be significant as well as these 2 non-zero digits. Our next rule now says that zeros to the right of other digits but behind a decimal point are significant. So in our example of 47.10, we have 4 significant figures because of the presence of this trailing 0 to the right of this non-zero digit. it is also significant. Similarly, in this example, this trailing 0 is behind our decimal point, so it is significant as well. And the final rule says that all numbers expressed in index notation are significant. So for example, 1 times 1.0, 0 times 10 to the 6 has 3 significant figures. So let's do a quick activity here. So write the number of significant figures in the following numbers. So I'm gonna have the numbers displayed on the screen. You can take a minute and try these for yourselves. Alright, so these are the numbers. We have 10 numbers, so you can pause the video right now, attempt these, and then we'll come back with the answer. Okay, so after you've tried them on your own, let's look at the answers here. So for number 1, we have 6 significant figures. Number 2, we have 4 significant figures. Number 3 also has 4 significant figures. Number 4 now has 3 significant figures. Number 5 has 6 significant figures. Number 6 has 3 significant figures. Number 7 has 1 significant figure. Number 8 has 3 significant figures. Number 9 has 7 significant figures. And number 10 has 5 significant figures. So applying the rules we just talked about earlier, you should be able to answer these confidently and accurately. So this was a quick revision of significant figures. If there was anything in this video that you were unaware of or you're still unsure of, please feel free to send me an email, and I will see how best I can better explain the concepts covered in this video to you. Again, this is Junior Roberts from realjuniorroberts.com. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and share, hit like, post a comment. Thank you for watching.